Okay, this is the introduction part 2 because the video recorder cuts you off at 15 minutes. So we're going to continue here. We last discussed the communication policy, and now we're going to look at how our Moodle page is set up. I've got it set up by weeks, so if you scroll down a little bit, we've got tabs going across week 1 through 16, and then we also have paper descriptions and assignment drop box. So we'll look at week 1. This is this week. Week 1 is introduction and overview. And it says at the end of this week, you'll be able to describe why research is important in social work. Before you get started, read and review the syllabus. Notice there is a form for asking questions at the top. We've already talked about that. Each week you're going to find an overview. So the first thing you should do each week is click on the weekly overview. This will bring you to a page that has highlights of what you're going to be reading about and what we're going to be learning. And this is frequently done in an outline form. So you can look at that every week, get an idea of what's important this week, and review it before you start your reading. Then the reading should be a little easier. Then we'll go back to week 1. And it says, read Chapter 1 of Carsick and Finn and Chapter 1 of Wilson. So after you read that, then you're going to complete the Why Study Research worksheet. And many of you have already looked at this and done this. This is a Word document, so you open it up. I've given an example in here for you of how to do it. So you can delete the example, type your answer in, and then save it and upload it. And this is important because it helps you figure out why research is personally important to you. So it asks you, why are you passionate about social work? And then, given that topic, why is research important? What do you have to know to work with clients in that area? So it helps guide you through why research is important. So go ahead and fill that out this week. And then you'll see here's a link to submit it. And when you submit something, it's just like attaching a document to an email. There's a browse link. You'll click on browse, you'll find your document, you'll upload it, and hit submit. Okay? Then there's a discussion forum. This week's a Let's Get Acquainted one. And you can see many people have already done it. So I want you to post your introduction by Friday at midnight, or when I get up at 6 a.m. And then by Sunday at midnight, I want you to go through and respond to 2 different people. Okay? And we'll do that almost every single week. Then we have a group activity. So every week you're going to have a group activity. You're really going to do a lot of work as a group in this class. So if you click on group activity, it will go to a page that will tell you what to do as a group this week. This says, contact your group members and discuss how you will function as a group. So if you haven't, if somebody was missing in the orientation, you need to get a hold of them. If you didn't go to the orientation, you need to get a hold of your group members. Okay? Together, you need to complete the small group contract and elect a group representative to submit it in the designated area. You should also write down for yourself what it is that you submitted so everybody knows. Okay? The next thing you have to do as a group is choose a problem to address as a group. This is what you're writing your proposal on. Okay? So you're going to create a research proposal around this problem. So it should have something to do with social work. And then after you've decided on a problem, you want to begin looking for information on your problem. You want to find definitions. You want to find statistics on how many people are affected by the problem. Government and agency websites are really good sources. Make sure to write down where you got your information because you're going to have to cite it, APA, in your paper. And then I want you to review paper 1 because that's going to be completed as a group and ask any questions that you have. So go back to week 1. And you'll see there's a group forum. This is optional. This is a place where your group can work as a group. You can type in and talk as a group in the group forum if you want to. If not, you can come up with another way to get a hold of each other. And then after that is the small group contract. This is what you're going to fill out as a group and submit. And that's where you submit it. That's not the actual contract. The actual contract is up at the top. So this I want you to open up. One person has to type into it, save it, and submit it. Okay? So let's go to week 2 and see what week 2 looks like. It would be very similar. Got the weekly overview. It says read chapter 3 in Kreisig and Finn and chapter 2 in Wilson. What's different here is I've got 2 videos of PowerPoints. So these are PowerPoints for this week that I've recorded so you can watch me giving the PowerPoint and listen to me talk about it. There's your week 2 discussion forum. There's your group activity. This week 2 is about problem formulation and your research question. Somebody has to upload that. I've also given you a week 2 discussion forum in case you want to, a group forum in case you want to work there. And then there's a quiz next week. Now, the quiz can be open book if you want to. However, it will time out and you will run out of time if you haven't done the reading. So please do the reading before you take the quiz so that you get it done in time. Okay? Okay, there's something else I'd like to point out. After week 16 is paper descriptions. And here you're going to find the directions for the paper. So we'll click on paper 1. Okay. So, paper 1. This assignment is the first draft of the topic or problem area of your study, the research question, and the relevance to social work or social welfare. This assignment should include the following. Now, I want these places, these things that are in bold, I want those to be your subheadings on your paper. Okay? So this is the introduction paper. So the center, it should say introduction, and then to the left, you're going to say introduction to the topic or problem area, and then I want you to write. Okay, this is a brief overview of the topic or problem area. Discuss why this is a problem. Provide supporting information. For example, the number of people who have this problem. Use the funnel technique. That means first say like 17,000 people nationwide are homeless. Okay, we know it's much more than that, but 10,000 people in California are homeless, but in Humboldt County, it's 3,000 people. Okay, that's the funnel technique, where you bring it down to your local area. And you make sure to cite. Tell me where you got the statistics from. Okay. I want a clear statement of the problem. This is one or two sentences. Homelessness in America is a problem. That's the statement of the problem. Homelessness is a problem, right? Then the aims of the research. So state succinctly the purpose or aims of the study. What is the goal you intend? Think about what it is specifically that you intend to find out in doing your research. What is it about the problem you want to know? You can put this in bullets if you want. And tell me what type of research. Do you think it's going to be descriptive, exploratory, explanatory? Okay, so what do you think you'll be doing? Then after that, I want your research question. And next week we'll be working on what a research question is. And then the last is a paragraph or two telling me why this is important to social work. Okay. How can social workers use the information you learn to better provide services in the field? How can they use them to better provide services, to better create policies? So why is it important to social workers? So you have to give some thought about that. Okay, so all of your assignments should be written in APA. They should be double-spaced. They should be 12-point font. Okay, and everything should have a cover page. On that cover page should be every member of your group. Okay, this paper is about 2 to 3 pages long, and it's submitted as a group, so one person submits the paper. Okay. As you get going into this paper, you're probably going to have some questions, so feel free to ask me. I'm also going to put an example up here so you can see what somebody did a couple semesters ago. Use this as a rough outline. I've changed the assignment a little bit so it won't line up word for word, but it will give you an idea of what I'm looking for. And then we've got assignment Dropbox next to the paper description tab, and this is where you will upload your assignment. Okay, so one person from each group will upload the group assignments there. Okay, so that's our Moodle page and our orientation to our course. Please contact me if you have any questions, and have a really good week.